It's day 17, everybody, and today I'm talking about language as we speak our world into being. Now, if we think about the English language, we have in the English language this thing called spelling, so how we construct words. We also have this idea of a spell from the old days, where it was an incantation on something that we said or spoke. And so I think of spelling and to spell. When we say to speak our world into being, really we're weaving this language into a reality. And if you listen to episode 13, where I talked about intention, you can see how this really neatly relates. So here's a practical activity for you to understand a little bit more about how you speak your world into being. What I invite you to do is to spend half an hour writing down every single thought that you have, every single one. Doesn't matter how inane or how silly. Write it down on a sheet of paper for half an hour. Make sure that you're not disturbed. And just have a look at all the crazy random thoughts that are coming out of your brain as you write all of this down. And they will be random and they will be all over the place, but it'll give you an insight to where your thinking's at. And then what I invite you to do is to notice the things that you say regularly. So do you speak with kindness? Do you always speak in the glass half empty? Are you an optimist? So you're always speaking glass half full? Really come to an awareness of how you shape your reality based on the words that you say. Now, I know that we all moderate the language that we use. I know that we all apply filters and moderators, and we change things because we want to be socially acceptable. But there's another piece here, which is that the getting to the unconscious is that writing exercise. Getting to the conscious is the noticing what I say. But there's a really important thing here around whatever you say has already been said to your brain and your mind and your body first. So before it came out of your mouth, your body's already processed it. Whatever you're not saying, your body's still processing that as well. Now, we can't quiet that inner dialogue, but what we can do is we can make it more positive. Our brain is plastic. We have plasticity within the mind to be able to change these things. But if we want to create a different reality in our lives, we have to come to an understanding of all the different ways that we sabotage that. And language is a really strong and powerful one. So my invitation to you, just to recap that, is to spend half an hour looking at all the different things that your mind says or that you're not saying into the world, and to note that down and have a reflection. And then as you go throughout your day, notice similar words that you use on a regular basis, or notice phrases that you use, or even better, ask a friend or ask a few friends to help you to get almost like a 360 view of the things that you say. And then start to notice any trends, patterns, and start to think about how could that be different for you? What's the change that you want to create? And how can you create that change by shifting the mind and its thinking and shifting the things that you're saying? So catching yourself out, making the modifications, because through repetition and through awareness, you can create that change and spell a completely different world into being. So that's my sharing today on spelling or speaking your world into being. I hope there was something useful in there for you.